Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I'm Humair Israr, Commercial Secretary of Pakistan, representing Pakistan High Commission in the Southern African region. Trade Commission of Pakistan is stationed in Johannesburg. We, in collaboration with Trade Development Authority of Pakistan and the Product Officer, Shukaiba Ghafoor, we have arranged for this webinar on export of packaging products, items from Pakistan to South Africa in particular. The today's webinar is a part of the series that we have initiated to technically assist and empower our manufacturers and exporters in Pakistan in the packaging industry to help and explore them, to help and explore South African market. Today, the chief guest is Hanif Dosani Sahab. He is a CEO of Packaging Private Limited. His company is in Germiston, Johannesburg, and we are very honored that he has joined us today. Today he will brief us on the packaging industry in South Africa. Shugaiba will give a presentation on the dynamics of the packaging industry in Pakistan. So now I would request Shugaiba, please to proceed with her presentation. Let me allow you with. Can you share? I have done the multiple sharing. Can you share now?
Hello.
Yes, you are mute. Shukaiba, you are mute.
Yes, am I allowed to start now, or shall we wait for an introductory speech from the High Commissioner?
No, actually, Sir Shukaiba will give a presentation on Pakistan packaging industry, and thereafter you will give an information about the, yeah, so Shukaiba has a presentation. Shukaiba, please unmute yourself.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, I'm Shukaiba Ghafoor, Product Officer of Packaging from Trade Development Authority of Pakistan. I welcome you all to this presentation to explore the African market for packaging industry of Pakistan. So first of all, we will look on some dynamics of our industry. So this is the agenda of my presentation. I will be looking on the packaging trade overall from Pakistan side and all the global partners. So then we will move on to specifically Pakistan and African bilateral trade. So introducing the packaging industry of Pakistan, I would like to say that we have a very diverse product mix. So as the packaging industry all over the world is going up, we are witnessing a very steep increase in the packaging industry. So is Pakistan collaborating in that. We have the paper, cardboard, wrapping film, tape, plastic, glass, metal, wood, all type of product mixes there. So we have the potential of production. We are producing the all type of materials, and we are also in major export partners. And industry in Pakistan is on a rise. That is the fifth largest industry of Pakistan, and it is growing day by day. So these are some not all of the HS codes which Pakistan produced, and we have flexible packaging in this, corrugated packaging in this, cartons and plastic packaging is also present, paper and board packaging is present, rigid and metal, all type of packaging is being produced in Pakistan. So this is just to give an idea that this industry is also on rise, and the food packaging, home care packaging, personal beauty products, beverage packaging, all these kind of packaging is on increase. So now we will look on some export statistics. If we see that the packaging industry in Pakistan also survived the Corona period, and it was witnessing a slight diminishing returns because of the Corona and the industrial shutdown, but it has revamped quickly, and the numbers were also encouraging, as 180 million US dollars were exported from Pakistan last year. So what were the top destinations from which Pakistan exported? These were Afghanistan on top, and then the South Africa on the second. We can see that we are only exporting 20 million US dollar to South Africa, which is less number than the potential which Pakistan can export. These are the importing markets of importing markets that are buying Pakistan products, which include Afghanistan, South Africa, USA, UAE, Germany, UK, Italy, Sri Lanka. So we can see that we have a diverse market, and we can cater the needs of mostly developed and also developing countries. So the strength and opportunities of Pakistan industry are, it has highly diversified product mix. You can find plastics, you can find environmental friendly products, you can find glass, metal, rigid, flexible, all type of packaging is present there. Then we have government support for local manufacturers. As some of the raw material is imported, government supports and lowers the import duty so that it can be then exported for in competitive prices. Also, one thing that we have duties, drawbacks, and government have different schemes for the exporters as well, which cut the cost of the manufacturer. Then we have availability of low cost labor. As you know that labor cost is very low in Pakistan, and skilled labor is also available. The government is involved in skilling the labor in different industries, and packaging is one of the industry. We have low cost labor, which is highly skilled, and government is also giving skills through different programs to this labor. Then we have increasing trend of urbanization, consumerism, and e-commerce in Pakistan. As you know that Amazon is also coming in Pakistan, and we are under process of registering our industries in that. Packaging industry is also one of the major contributors to that, as many of the big industries are on e-commerce. Then consumerism and urbanization in Pakistan, it is also increasing the packaging industry of Pakistan. Then PET bottles and different kind of environmental friendly products which were not present in the past. We use glass bottle and these things, but new trends are coming, and we are moving towards environmental friendly bagasse packaging and those fibrous packagings which are not very harmful to Pakistan, to the overall environment. Then I would like to share some top major players of packaging. Top exporters in the global trade are China, Germany, USA, and Italy, and Japan. And Pakistan can be one of them, as it has very much potential, and we together with our partnership can make this happen. So how Pakistan can enter in Pakistan, South Africa, what can be the dynamics of the trade? As we see that packaging industry in South Africa, it's very booming, and South Africa is importing a major chunk of its imports consist of packaging. So its imports is 1.16 billion of packaging imports, which South Africa is doing from all over the world. But the share of Pakistan in it is very minimum, like 20 million. So we can increase it. What Africa is importing from other countries, we can provide it in highly reliable manners, and we can have this relationship strengthened with increase of trade, with trade growth, product diversification, and also we can have multiple new products in this trade. So these are also some statistics, but the main idea is that the packaging industry of South Africa is booming, and it's increasingly importing packaging from all around the world, and Pakistan can be a reliable supplier for these. So the South African market trends, these are similar as Pakistan ones. The consumerism is increasing, home care market products, these are increasing. Environmental damage is a concern for South Africa also. They are now appraised of the fact that these packaging materials should not harm the environment, and Pakistan is also increasing its product base and offering some of the environmental friendly products. So what I would like to conclude on is that we should take advantage of the trade dynamics and statistics that show that Africa is can diversify its imports from Pakistan, and we can have mutual beneficial relationship in that. So our associations that relate with packaging industry are flexible packaging. As I mentioned earlier, that our product mix is very diverse. We have all types of packaging, so these associations relate to these. And also we have an upcoming international trade event in South Africa for our packaging industry, which is ProPack Africa, which will be materialized in March 2022, inshallah. Then we have certifications. Our packaging industry has all types of certification, whether it is for environmental management safety, food safety, ISOs, quality management system, and further, if any certification is required, it can be explored and given to the importers that yes, we have this certification. So this will be all from my side. I hope I have given an insight into Pakistan packaging industry and our product mix and our beneficial moving forward relationship. Thank you so much. Ma'am, you're mute.
Thank you, Shugaiba. Thank you so much for the information. We are very, it was very informative presentation. Thank you. We are joined by the apologies to all the participants because of electricity issues in South Africa. We are joined by His Excellency Dr. Masar Javed. We would request for his welcome remarks about the event. So, ji sir, to His Excellency, sir.
Thank you, Mera. First of all, my apologies to all the participants for joining too late because we had an unexpected power breakdown over here, so there was no way that I could overcome this technical issue. As for this webinar, this is a part of our series in which we are trying to bring the business circles of the two countries closer and to offer opportunities to the businessmen on both the sides to share their problems and find solutions to them, particularly the procedural irritants or the information on rules, information on market. And our objective is to bring focus. We are focusing on a very, very sector-specific approach because that gives greater opportunity for a smaller number of businessmen on both sides to discuss one particular issue in which they might be interested. So we have had about 15 such webinars and the series continues. I'm encouraged by the fact that a large number of businessmen from this related to this particular sector, packaging, which is actually a very important sector because no matter what you produce or export, it involves a packaging element. So I'm happy that there's a lot of interest in that, and I'm sure the ongoing discussions will be very, very helpful. So now I'll be in the listening mode. Thanks to all the participants, particularly I heard Madame Ghafoor, which was a very interesting rundown of the whole thing. And Dosani Saab, nice seeing you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Dr. Masar Javed Sahab joined us from Pretoria. Now I will request Hanif Dosani Sahab to share information about the packaging industry dynamics in South Africa and what are the opportunities and challenges for Pakistani manufacturers in the sector. Ji Hanif Sahab, thank you.
Jazakallah. His Excellency, thank you very much for the introductory remarks, and Ms. Ghafoor and Humaira as well. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I hope you're all well. Well, Humaira has already introduced herself to me. I'm Hanif Dosani. I'm the CEO of Continental Paper and Packaging in South Africa. We're based in Wadeville, Johannesburg, which is south of Germiston. Today, we will be discussing the paper industry in South Africa and exports from Pakistan. To begin with, internationally, the situation in the paper industry has been greatly affected in the Asian, China, European, Middle East, and the USA markets. Due to the fact that pulp is extracted from trees, there has been an increase of the benchmark price of pulp, risen by about 52% from last year. Secondly, the shipping sea freight cost has greatly affected South Africa due to an increase in freight on a 40-foot container from the US $3,000 to about $13,000 US, thus prohibiting large-scale imports of all commodities. Waste paper price and energy costs are contributing negatively for the survival of the industry in South Africa. Notably, China is also suffering from manufacturing due to the lack of thermal coal, thereby the exposure to fossil fuel effects, as already discussed in Scotland on climate changes this month. The situation in South Africa is that most importers of craft paper for the paper industry are not importing anymore, therefore putting pressure on local manufacturers to satisfy their demand. The situation may change positively next year if the shipping lines reduce their rates and sympathize with all players respectively. This scenario will have a severe impact for costing on virgin tissue paper as well at a higher cost. In South Africa, about 30% of the market of tissue paper is recycled paper, creating thousands of indirect jobs, hence saving the environment. As for the craft market, 65% of the recycled cartons have an impact on similar indirect jobs. Due to the immense demand and better pricing, most of the waste fiber was exported in the past 4 years, creating a shortage on the waste paper market in the local industry in South Africa. Some of the converters on the tissue and craft industries were importing from the Far East, but have now halted due to transport costs worldwide. The recovered paper packaging and liquid board packaging is diverted from landfill sites and reused in corrugated boxes and carton board, newspapers and molded products like egg boxes. To a smaller extent, paper is also recycling into tissue and paper towel products. Now, going back to exports from Pakistan, there's a huge potential of exports from Pakistan on virgin packaging, craft paper, and flexible plastic printing inks to South Africa. The exchange rate is 15 Rand to $1. Our current foreign exchange reserves are at $57.5 billion. As an industrial giant of SADC region, being a member of the Southern African Development Community, free customs duty tariff is exempted for all neighboring countries certified by exporters in South Africa. We are willing to import from Pakistan through the trade and investment attached Johannesburg for the new season beginning early next year. We shall welcome exports if viable, right? Notably, current imports of craft paper are from Australia, United States, Brazil, Indonesia, India, and China, and are all liable to 5% custom duty, which is standard. Alhamdulillah, to conclude, we are optimistic that the new port of Wada in Pakistan is having state-of-the-art equipment on handling containers, and we all hope for the best performance and cooperation in the future on exports from Pakistan to South Africa. Jazakallah.
Thank you, Hanif Dosani Sahab. That was very well informed, short, very precise, very informative, and at the same time, thank you for encouraging the business community to use the Gwadar port. Thank you, really appreciate it. Now we will proceed to the question answer session. If anyone has any questions, I believe in the beginning somebody had a question. If somebody want to ask any questions from Hanif Sahab, please proceed, or after the question answer session, we will wind up today's webinar.
Yes, we have from packages industry, Mr. Asim, who wants to ask something from Mr. Hanif Dosani. You can mute yourself and ask, please.
Yeah, good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Hanif Dosani.
Wa alaikum assalam.
So the question I have is that, how can we get the data of what is being imported into South Africa from when it comes to flexible packaging?
Yes, sorry, can you repeat the question? I didn't hear properly, sorry.
Yeah, I said that how can we find it out that what is being imported into South Africa when it comes to flexible packaging?
Yeah, actually flexible packaging is as you know, is a very, very volumetric business. And mostly the inks, the printing inks are imported from, some of them from South Africa to suffice the demand. I can get you the statistics because most, as I said earlier on, it's all locally manufactured and the market is very thriving. some of our family businesses are connected to the flexible packaging business here. And they were importing inks from other countries like Germany. So we can do that from Pakistan by all means.
Okay, so to proceed further in this, how can we connect once again? Maybe we can have an exchange of email address, or what is the route to do that?
Yes, we can.
Hanif Saab, an answer to that question. We will share the contact details of Hanif Dosanjh Saab, both phone and email address, with your permission, of course, Hanif Saab, with Shukaiba Ghafoor, who is the TDAP officer, and Shukaiba will onward share it. So TDAP, we share every information with TDAP, and this is the mode of communication. Yeah, Shukaiba will stay in touch. Sir, please stay in touch with Shukaiba. She will share all information with your office.
Yes, I will share the information. Thank you.
Thank you. That will be fine.
Thanks.
Sorry, is anybody here on the packaging or the virgin kraft paper? Does anybody manufacture in Pakistan? Is it present here? So we can share some views on that one.
G. Do we have anyone from Virgin Packaging? We had a flexible packaging association. We have that flexible packaging association who is representing. I would request if they can participate.
Yes, Nasir sir, please can you share your views on that?
My name is Nasir Mahmood. I'm Secretary General of Flexible Packaging Association Converter Pakistan. Flexible packaging industry is very highly trained, and they have ability to produce good material and export to all over the world. The industry is very small. Most of the companies are specialized. The number of the companies are 100 and 150 near about.
Okay, sir. So do you have anyone, as Hanif Dosanjh Saab requested, virgin packaging manufacturers in your association?
Sorry?
Do you have anyone in Virgin Packaging Association, Virgin Packaging Manufacturing in your association?
I don't know. Maybe some companies are manufacturing different type of packaging in flexible. So the correct.
Sorry, this is something to do with cardboard. Is anybody cardboard? Yes.
No.
You see, the tobacco industry is thriving in Southern Africa.
Okay.
I would like to get in touch with somebody who is in the cardboard manufacturing, especially the tobacco boxes and all that. There's a huge demand, and there's huge potential. If any company in Pakistan can assist us on that.
I will get the specific companies and connect you with them for the specific company. Actually, associations, maybe sometimes they don't have the information at hand, but I will contact the specific companies for that, for the tobacco packaging, and I will give you contact details.
Cardboard that can be used. Asim Saab, yes, you wanted to ask something, please proceed. Thank you, Shukaiba. Thank you, Hanif Saab.
Yeah, so we are the largest manufacturer of tobacco board and of course tobacco packaging in Pakistan. So if there is an information, I will be the relevant person to receive that information and of course accordingly act upon it.
Okay. Thank you, Asim Saab. Please share your contact details either in the chat box. I will right now share it with Hanif Sahab, and yes, if somebody else has any question, किसी ने उर्दू में सवाल पूछना हो तो वो उर्दू में पूछ लीजिए. हनीफ साहब को आई डोंट नो, उनको थोड़ी शायद उर्दू आती हो, नहीं आती होगी तो हम ट्रांसलेट कर लेंगे. आप किसी भी तरीके का सवाल पूछिए. उन्होंने बताया कि इस सेक्टर में 5% ड्यूटी है अक्रॉस द बोर्ड MFN, तो आप और इसके अलावा कुछ और बात आपने पूछनी हो तो प्लीज वो भी पूछ लीजिए. आसिम साहब, प्लीज शेयर योर कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर एज वेल. मोबाइल व्हाट्सएप नंबर, जो आपका व्हाट्सएप नंबर होता है.
That will be.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Amanullah from Pakistan, from Al Hilal Packaging. We are actually producing flexible films here in Pakistan. I just wanted to ask about, do you are you also buying some kind of flexible films as well? like laminated films or stretch wrap film and something,
Yeah.
shopping bags, something, t-shirt bags.
Yeah, this is all something with flexible packaging, as you said. We are actually, we've got a family business, but I've got other members of the family who are doing on the flexible packaging. I myself, I was involved in the cardboard business. We recycle, make floating paper, but we were interested in importing the, what you call the virgin kraft, which is used mainly in the tobacco industry.
Yeah, yeah.
And other core industries as well. As I've briefed now, currently there is a problem with the container rates. They've gone very high, but let's hope and pray that next year, inshallah, things will improve so that we can start on importing of the craft paper from Pakistan, thereby promoting your exports.
Craft is something like related to paper or something like, and I'm asking about something purely plastic, like the plastic film.
That is a different trade, which I can later on raise with you.
All right.
Because I've got other family members who are dealing with that. So I'm not in that trade. Definitely, I will assist you in that area.
Thank you. Thank you.
Likewise, I expect you guys also to assist us on the cardboard as well.
Yeah, sure, sure. If I get any contact, I will definitely share it. Like this Mr. Shukaiba. Thank you.
I will share. Hanif Saab has been, I had a discussion with Hanif Saab, and Hanif Saab had been telling us, Hanif Saab, you can share that information, that because of the increased freight charges and the import has declined considerably, there is a lot of pressure on the local manufacturing, which includes him as well, and his product demand has increased in countries like Malawi and some other African countries. So I think those African country also has demand for Pakistani packaging sector as well.
Exactly. As I stated earlier on, South Africa is the industrial giant, and they are serving all the neighboring countries. Now, all the neighboring countries like Zimbabwe, Botswana, Swaziland, Malawi, Mozambique, Zambia, they all depend on South Africa. So volumes will come out from here, and then we can always, play a leading role in exporting to all these countries, which we have already started. We are currently exporting to Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Malawi, Swaziland, Lesotho, all these countries surrounded by all members of the South African Development Community. So, it will be ideal for us to carry on the volumes because we are not landlocked. We got the sea outlet of Durban and Cape Town in imports, and all the other countries are landlocked. So everything comes via South Africa, for that matter, and we'll be able to suffice their demand, as per the request. So I think we should carry on from there.
Any other questions, please?
I have a question. This is Asma Ijaz. I'm from Vasa Printers. We're stationed in Karachi, in Pakistan. My question to Hanif Saab is that from what I'm understanding from the discussion here is that you're talking about imports of the raw material itself, be it craft or flexible plastic. I would like you to brief me a little bit about finished goods in packaging, for example, food packaging or labels or cartons of some sort. Is Africa at the moment, or South Africa at the moment, importing such products from countries?
And actually, they are doing local manufacturing here because we got two big companies called Impact, and we've got Sappi and all those that manufacture 560 or 800 tons a day of craft paper. So currently, people are depending on these local manufacturers. And as I said earlier on, South Africa was importing quite a bit, but they had to cut down the imports because of the freight costs. It's no longer viable at the moment, but I'm sure, inshallah, by next year, we will have to come to terms on the shipping lines, and they have to be sympathetic with us. So currently, we're all depending on local manufacturers. And the capacity now is so full that they cannot suffice the demand at the moment. But we've just been unfortunate that we've been caught up in that scenario. So I hope
There
that.
is so there is a demand for those finished packaging products, as Madam Asma stated. So
Sorry.
So, I mean, she wanted to ask if I am correct. Please, Asma, correct me. She wanted to ask
Yes.
if there is demand for the product that her company manufactures.
Yes, that's what I was asking.
Yeah, demand is there, definitely. Demand is over, it's over the limit, actually. It's at a maximum. So people, what they do, for instance, let's give you an example. For manufacturing cores for the textile industry and the tissue and the craft industry, people import core paper. They used to import core paper from outside as raw material and do the binding here. So currently, everything has been shifted to local manufacturers because of this scenario on the freight cost. So demand is there for raw material. Definitely it is there. And it's just a question of now importing, which we'll be waiting for the shipping lines to come up with the lower rates. That's the only viability we've got at the moment.
Thank you, Hanif sir. Let's hope the food costs go down.
Yeah, and then we can start off with Pakistan in import. I'm very, very positive and optimistic that we will come to it somewhere next year, inshallah. All pray.
Inshallah. Do we have other questions from other participants?
I think, ma'am, we can take, okay, we have some questions.
Ji.
Ji, Jazakumullah. Assalamu alaikum, Hanif Dusani Saab. My name is Yusuf Abdul Razak. I'm running Halal certification body. And luckily, I have completed my Mufti course from Darul Zakaria, which is next to Lenasia, near to Joburg. So I spent 1.5 years in South Africa as well to complete my study. And I learned Halal certification system within South Africa from South African National Halal Authority. And right now I'm running my organization in Pakistan. So my question is, because as you are aware that in South Africa, people are very, very curious about halal and this stuff. So is there any need for the packaging industry that their packaging raw materials must be compliance with the Sharia laws, or it must be free from any haram stuff or najis? Is there any demand have you received from the industry that they are asking? Because there are more than 3,000 halal certified food industry. So they need packaging, halal certified packaging, or that packaging which does not contain any animal source raw material, which could be gelatin or glycerine or different colors, could be from the haram source. So is there any demand? Have you heard any demand from the industry that they are looking for the halal certified packaging or raw material evaluation? Jazakumullah.
Right. As far as we are concerned, on packaging material, they use what you call the virgin kraft, which hasn't got any other haram content in there. Even for that matter, if people use recycled fluting to carry the box, to carry the weight of the box, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I can't see anything wrong with the packaging as far as packaging is concerned. Besides the halal certificate for slaughtering chickens and all that, that's got nothing to do with packaging. So I think I don't see any relevance on packaging products because they don't use anything haram in there.
Okay, actually, sir, today the whole day I was busy communicating with the one international polymer resin company because we have found that they are using tallow, which is animal fat, during the manufacturing of that specific resin. So it is actually, that's why in Pakistan, many packaging industries are halal certified, and luckily I can see one of my client packages. They are also halal certified since long. So the challenges is still there. Like, if you focus some area, then maybe you can find the challenges. But I just wanted to know, learn that is there any, have you heard any demand from any supplier that my product is halal certified and we are receiving, for example, the KFC, they are also utilizing the, the board, the paper box.
Yes.
But sometimes they use some elimination at the surface of inside where product is contact with the surface of the packet. So in halal certification, actually this is the requirement, but my question was, I just wanted to know, is there any noise around in South African market that if they are looking for some halal certified packaging or not?
Okay, so far we haven't heard of that. But if you can clarify me on that one, the content that you mentioned, the Telcom or something, which they use on the white coated board, is this the one you are is this the one you are meaning on that one? Which is normally manufactures white coated board, and the ingredient on manufacturing white coated board is a mixture of talum or something like that. Technically, is this the one that you mentioned?
No, actually, I talked about two different things. One is, you need polymer resin to make the plastic packaging.
Plastic,
it has tallow, TALLW or OW. Yeah, so which is actually animal fat.
Animal fat, okay. So far I haven't heard of it, but I can make some inquiries and see how we can go about it on that one.
Okay, so this, like, if you are importing any product from Pakistan, especially the packaging, so this is another benefit for you. It will be that the imported product will be suitable with the halal requirements. So that edge you can utilize even in your, if you are selling your products. So you can claim that the imported raw material is halal certified, which means it's free from any risk of haram.
Okay, now there's a body in South Africa, as you may have heard. It's called SANHA board.
Yes.
That regulates whether restaurants' packaging is approved or not.
Yes.
I have to get in touch with SANHA.
I was actually their representative. Even till now, I am in contact with them. In Pakistan, they have started halal certification in Pakistan since 2005, and I spent 3-4 months during my training in the South African National Halal Authority.
That's the one. So, well, I will, in the course of the day, I'll get some clarifications from them.
Sure.
And definitely I will revert back through Mrs. Humera.
Inshallah. Jazakumullah for your time, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir, and thank you, Hanif Sahab. I have shared those who shared their contact details in the chat room. I have shared them with Hanif Sahab, and I have also shared Hanif Sahab's WhatsApp contact number with Shukaiba. Shukaiba will share it with the participants. Amanullah Sahab, and the lady who also. So.
Yes, ma'am. I will share the contact details with all the participants who are interested, and also we will like to connect the relevant parties so that they can have business chat if they want.
Thank you. Thank you.
Feel free to contact us at any time. We are available on email, on WhatsApp, wherever, at any cost.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, much appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you. I think should we proceed in concluding today's session? I see no hands raised. So with this, I believe everyone's question has been answered. Whoever has any further questions and need more information, please don't hesitate contacting us. And we will connect you with the potential importers also. Thank you so much for today's session. Thank you, Shukaiba, for your cooperation for the presentation, and Hanif Sahab, really grateful to you. Hanif Sahab is is a friend of Pakistan club that we call, and we are proud to have the businessmen who cooperate and are willing to assist with us and cooperate us on information that whenever we need. So thank you, Hanif Sahab. Hanif Sahab family is a reputable business family in South Africa. So Hanif Sahab, thank you for your time, for the information sharing, and also showing your willingness to those who approach you. Thank you, Hanif Sahab. Thank you, Shukeba, and thank you all the participants. Really appreciate that you participated in this.
You're all most welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Hanif Sahab.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for all the support and all the help and opening South African market dynamics to the Pakistani exporters. Thanks a lot. We are all much obliged. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I really appreciate those who participated. And one more thing, this recorded session will be available on the official YouTube channel of the Trade Commission of Pakistan, Trade Commission of Pakistan, Johannesburg. Put it in YouTube heading. We'll also share the link, and you will be able to see all the videos that we have done so far, of the webinars that we have done so far on different sectors. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a great day, everyone. Goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.